Yes. And so let's get into your music because, like I said, I really love your music and I've been checking it out, looking at the videos. And the first song that I want to talk about is This Type of Love. How did that come together? And I just wanted to know how vulnerable you were in that song and sharing so much of who you are.
Well, the song came about because actually, in life, I experience a lot of different things myself, and I also take from other people's experience. Because as a young person, I've only lived 21 years, but I know people who have lived twice, 3 times the amount, that I have. So I take a lot from stories people tell me, but I also take a lot from my experience because as a newcomer in the world, a lot of things are my first time, and I want to be able to write that down. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you begin a relationship or a friendship with somebody who's farther ahead than you in life,
right?
And it goes to show you where you're lacking, and that can be very healthy for somebody. Mm-hmm. To see that somebody else is so set up and confident in themselves that they kind of bring out that vulnerability in you to where it's like you feel so innocent around them. Yeah. That's why I use that word in the song, is because I was around somebody who made me feel like I was innocent, young, and like pure and kind of like untouched from the world, like almost like I was, I wasn't there yet. It just made me see the growth I had left. Mm-hmm. And that's what This Type of Love is about, is the relationships that help you grow. So it could be friendship, relationship, your mother. It could be anybody who really takes that innocence out of you and helps you grow, like not take it from you, but helps you see it and validate yourself as even though you're not where you think you want to be, mm-hmm. You're somewhere. Can you wait out 1 second? I just need to close this door.
Okay. I guess the dog level we talking about too. Yeah, go ahead and close the door.
Yeah.
She gonna close the door for us. The dog was barking. He know the type of love that he need. And maybe he might need some food.
I think he does. All right. I'm back.
So, yeah, I love, what you talked about with This Type of Love. And I feel that when I watch the video, and it's so important for us to realize when we're receiving love and when we're being deceptive with the love that we give, because that's just 2 different ball games. And I want to be in the one, like you said, where there's a real sharing taking place and appreciation for each other, regardless of whether it's a family member, friend, neighbor, or what have you. It still has to be genuine. And so I agree with that 100%. And you have another song called Players Rules, which I think sets the groundwork for some pretty interesting things. What are those ground rules and how do they apply?
Player rules, everyone goes through those phases where they're a player. So, yeah. Even if you don't feel like you were, you still in some way compared to the rest of your life, you were a player then. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I'm definitely learning to let myself be in my own, I'm giving myself time because sometimes, like I said, I like to feel like I'm more grown than I am, but I take away from my own experiences thinking that I should be further ahead because right now I'm in this moment. Mm-hmm. And right now in this moment, I'm 21 years old and I'm not ready to be tied down and build a home yet. I'm not ready for that. And I want to have fun. I want to learn about who I like because I don't know that yet. I haven't met enough people. I don't even know, And part of the player rules is almost like I was expecting so much from somebody else my age that I finally realized you can't give me that. I can't even give myself that. I don't even know what that is. So it's better to be in this space where I'm just kind of living my life and experiencing and meeting people rather than putting myself in these boxes all the time. Like everything is not about being in a relationship 100% of your life. Yeah. That is not the highlight. Like the highlight is really the depth and the teaching. Like, if you learn most of your life, you're doing it right. You should be learning most of your life. Yes. That's what I want from it. I don't want to be tied down and taken away from experiences,
Yeah.
So Player rules was me giving myself, finally being like, okay, well, they're treating you like that. Why not do it for yourself? Do what you want to do. That's what it was me giving myself those rules. Like, follow these rules. You're going to be lit.
Yes. And you're absolutely right. I mean, being 21, there's so many of these, young women getting out there and getting locked up. When I say locked up in a serious relationship, when you ain't had an opportunity, to dip your foot in different pools, to see what the water's like, see what you like being a part of, seeing if you want to wear a 2-piece or a 1-piece, whatever that is, it's just like, for you to be 21 and speaking the way you are, meaning like, let me get to know who I am. Let me choose the path that I want for myself as it refers to love, is such a great thing to have, because you're going to get a chance to experience it and be able to choose what it is exactly that you want from a relationship. And that's just a cool way to go. So I love the Players Rules, and I live by them too, although I am in a box because I did make a choice. So you
can do that.
Yeah, so I'm rocking in the box, but I love it there. And, Player Rules, I think it's in a serious way. And like I'm going to tell the audience right now, y'all need to tap into Players Rules, because right now y'all just live in rules and ain't nothing player about it. Okay. That's a weak look right there, So,
wow.
It is though. Don't you think, Poe? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
How you going to tell me what I know when I don't know? Right?
I don't even know. How are you going to tell me? Like, I got to learn for myself.
Yeah. This journey is definitely life. This journey is definitely about self. It's self-discovery. It's experimentation. It's, living a life where you can see a lot of things so you can focus in on exactly what it is that you want to do. And you can't do that unless you open up the world enough and your eyes and mind enough to be able to, see that picture. So you see the picture, take a snapshot, baby, and look around. You got that one. And also, I wanted to ask you about your song, Look at Me, that you did with Kay De Niro.
Yes.
Man, let's talk about that and how that came together and how you scored that situation with getting that song on HBO's Insecure in season 4. That's fire.
Yeah. It was amazing. Just knowing I watched that show it made me like freak out. Just knowing I could get an inside view of what was next. It's almost like I just was caring about what was happening in the next episode. I want to know who she ends up with. I want to know who she leaves. Like, is she still friends with her friend?
Right.
But it was more like me. I've been behind the scenes. I've been building up my name as a songwriter.
Okay.
And I've been you get meetings and you take the meetings just to see what people are talking about and get offers as a songwriter as well, just as an artist. And I took a meeting with Atlantic and they invited me to a writing camp for Insecure.